Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to talk about the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But this time, we're not going to cover the usual stuff like better camera or faster processor. I know you've probably heard that 1,000 times. Instead, I want to dive into some of the real reasons why this phone is such a game changer and why it might be worth considering if you're thinking about upgrading. So let's get into it. Reason 1, the dynamic island. It's so much more. First off, let's talk about the dynamic island. Now, I know this feature showed up in earlier models, but trust me, it has really evolved with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's no longer just a cute little pill-shaped display. Apple has supercharged it to be the ultimate hub for multitasking. Imagine listening to your favorite music while keeping an eye on your Uber ride at the same time, without jumping from app to app. The dynamic island has become smarter, and it makes using your phone way more efficient and enjoyable. I've honestly been finding myself using it for everything from managing notifications to live activities like tracking flights or even my fitness updates. It's not just a gimmick anymore, it's a tool you'll actually use every day. Reason 2, the customizable action button. Next, let me introduce you to my personal favorite feature, the action button. It replaces the mute switch on the side of the phone. Now, at first, I was skeptical, do we really need another button? But after playing around with it, I'm convinced. The beauty of the action button is that you can customize it to do whatever you want. Whether it's launching your camera, turning on a flashlight, or even running shortcuts that control smart home devices, it makes daily tasks so much smoother. It's one of those features that sounds small, but once you get used to it, you'll wonder how you lived without it. Reason 3, better battery management. Okay, who here struggles with battery life? I know I do. Apple has finally tackled this issue in a meaningful way with improved battery health management on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It now tracks your charging habits and suggests ways to improve the long-term health of your battery. If you're someone like me, who's always on their phone for work, play, and everything in between, you know how important battery life is. This new system is a lifesaver. It not only ensures that you're maximizing battery life throughout the day, but it also extends the lifespan of the battery itself. No more worrying about having to replace your battery a year down the road because of bad charging habits. Reason 4, dual eSIM for global travelers. For all the globetrotters out there, this one's for you. The iPhone 16 Pro Max comes with dual eSIM capabilities, which is perfect if you travel a lot or just need to manage 2 different numbers for work and personal use. What's really cool is that the dual eSIM now works in even more countries, so you don't need to deal with physical SIM cards anymore when you're traveling. Just imagine you're on a business trip in Europe, and instead of fumbling with SIM cards at the airport, you can easily switch between your local carrier and your home carrier hassle-free. If you ask me, that's convenience at its finest. Reason 5, eco-friendly design. Last but definitely not least, let's talk about something that's close to my heart, and I'm sure many of yours as well, sustainability. Apple has really stepped up its game in terms of eco-friendly design. The iPhone 16 Pro Max incorporates more recycled materials than any previous iPhone. From the aluminum in its frame to some internal components, Apple is taking big strides towards reducing their carbon footprint. Now, I know this might not sound like the flashiest feature, but it's definitely something we should all care about. Plus, the phone is just as durable as ever. No sacrifices made there. So if you're someone who wants to make more environmentally conscious choices, this is a big win.